Today we're at Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas. We're glad you could join us for our first broadcast of the year. Today's matchup looks like it'll be a great battle between two very evenly matched teams as the Eagles match up against the Texans. Welcome to another presentation of NFL football. Hi everyone, I'm Al Michaels, and with me as always, John Madden.
I'll tell you, if you're looking for someone to watch on defense, take a look at what he does all game long. Maybe he'll take on two blockers to free up someone else to make the play, or just plow over some lineman to get a sack. I'll tell you, when you talk about a defensive lineman, you're talking about this guy.
The Texans will need their running game to be at its best, otherwise they could be in for a long day. The best way to neutralize a good defense is by running right at them, so look for this back to get a lot of carries early on. They'll also use the run to set up a few long throws if they see that safety is creeping up to the line of scrimmage.
You can see these guys are fired up and ready to get this thing going.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. Both teams have taken. Back to the field. Akers will be kicking off.
To start the game. Number 83. Back to
it's on its way. From the 2. They're ready to go on offense for the first time. The backs are lined up in an eye. Pass play here on first down. Throwing. He has to loses one tackle. The 40. Nice execution on that play call.
That pass play was almost perfect. The only thing they didn't do was score.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Price comes in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Brought it down and ran with it, but couldn't find any room.
That's excellent discipline by the defense. They stayed in their lanes, and they got to him before he could even get going.
Pressure gets the pass off. Interception. Wayne showed outstanding athletic ability by grabbing that one.
The receiver didn't do a very good job of fighting for that one.
The Eagles have a very well-rounded defense, John. An ideal mixture of size and speed, and if they execute their game plan out there, look out.
You're right, they do have a lot of great athletes on this team. But what impresses me is their discipline. This one could turn out to be a long day for the offensive coordinator.
Only a yard, not a halfback. What have you heard, Melissa?
I had a chance to talk to the head coach during warm-up. He told me that they need to step up their offensive production and jump out early here in the first half. If that happens, it'll force the other guys to play catch-up, and that's exactly where he wants this game to go. Al?
Thanks for that report, Melissa. Drops back, looking upfield. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there.
Gain of 6 on the play. Third and 3. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Breaking free. Great blocking up front to open up a hole that big.
Yeah, and it was all north-south running there. Not a lot of side-to-side, and that's exactly what you have to do to get the first.
Gets the toss to the left. Gain of about 1.
On the run, 1-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. Number 7 brought down for the sack.
They need some better blocking out of that offensive front. You have to use your hands, get them out in front of you, keep them inside, maintain leverage, and balance it. You need to hold those blocks and slow down the pass rush.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. With the pass. Good route running by the receiver, who was right there to make the catch.
That one was all about timing. The quarterback let it go, and the receiver looked back just at the right time.
Akers, an attempt to put up the first points of the day. The kick is up. Splits the uprights, and good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 80, back deep to return.
Short kickoff. From the 10. The last drive ended with an interception. So let's see what happens as they take over again. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
The Texans using motion. Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throwing. That one won't count since he was out of bounds.
I'm not sure what happened there. That throw just got away from him a little bit.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Simon makes the tackle at the 28-yard line. He tried to create something on his own there.
Yeah, he really dug in to give extra effort that he needed to get in there.
Ain't got nothing. Wow. Come on, partner. Set.
Closing in. A multi-talented player this time. He puts the pressure on, brought him down behind the line.
He can do it all. He'll play center field, hit guys coming across the middle, rush a passer. He may be one of the most valuable players that they have on defense. He always seems to make the big play when he's in there.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 36-yard line.
Sideline to sideline. Get at him. Take him.
Number 7 gets set. He won't risk trying for more. Second and 7.
Get in there. Set.
Middleton comes in motion.
Hut. Drop back.
Under pressure, Drill. He was tipped. Got it off just before they got to him.
I really like the way this defense attacks the offensive line. They're very aggressive, relying on man-to-man coverage on the outside to shut down the receivers as they bring guys from everywhere on the blitzing.
Pressure. Throws. Can't bring him down. And he's tackled at the 47-yard line. Big play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 47. Reed is the deep back. Play action. He's taken down in the backfield.
Now here it is. He shows a lot of determination in getting to the ball carry on this one. Look at how he fights off the blocker, and he makes a heck of a play to bring him down.
Now in 2nd and long after the sack.
You got him, you got him. Sideline to sideline. You got him.
5th play of this drive. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. Thrown behind, but caught. Smith was there to make the catch for the first down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Stay up. Ball, under. Fire out.
Picks up a nice gain there, but he's cramping up and looks like he's headed for the sideline.
On the play.
It's 2nd down and 1 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Crosses it left. Still running. Keeps his feet moving. Good pickup on the ground as they convert for the first.
Here's the thing. They were looking run and brought the blitz. But the back just used his vision and elusiveness to avoid him and get past the marker.
You got him. Lose it. Hit him low. They got nothing.
8th play of this drive.
You got him. Get at him. Fire out.
Again with the carry. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
On the carry. Gain of 6 on the play.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Get at him, Pete.
Closing in. He was looking for some room on the ground, but the defense was right there.
Running with the quarterback can be very effective if the defense isn't expecting it. But they were in good position, and they got to him very quickly on that play.
3rd and maybe 2. Reed, the lone back, using motion.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Keeps it. Well, they kept it in the quarterback's hands.
And they picked up the first down, but you want to make sure you don't get them too banged up.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 18-yard line.
We'll see.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. Almost picked off. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
Only 1 man back.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Throwing. Nearly intercepted. John, it looks like that was going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. But when it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
And we're ready to start the 2nd quarter. And this is the 13th play of this drive. Pressure. He's brought down in the backfield. Good coverage scheme there, creating problems for the quarterback.
He's had a tough time making reads when the defense mixes up their zones. What you want to do is look to the middle of the field or the seam right between the corner and the safety for completions.
David Akers comes in to try a 41-yard field goal. And it's up. That successful field goal attempt is his second of the game. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 80, back deep to return.
Not a real deep kick. Should be returned from the 12. No first downs on that last possession, John. Let's see what adjustments they've made here now to try to move the ball more effectively. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 27. Philadelphia looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Pass play here on 1st down. Throws it. This one falls incomplete, and that brings up 2nd down.
Second and 10. Ball on the 27.
Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. And this pass is completed. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
The backs are lined up in an eye. He tucks it away. Nice play. Good coverage downfield. The quarterback nowhere to go.
And it's never good to take a sack, but when there's nothing open downfield, you just can't throw it up there.
Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack. Hand it off. Breaking through across midfield. Irwin did a nice job on that run.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for 1st downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Closing in. Here's an opening.
Watch. Now, the key to this 1st down is the fact that the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time it got him a 1st down.
Cowboy. You got him.
6th play of this drive. He goes down at the 31-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain. The defense lines up in the nickel. Great face. Good play in the backfield by number 31. They have people coming at the quarterback from every angle.
Yeah, and that time it was a defensive back who came off the corner. He surprised that quarterback in the backfield.
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 35-yard line. Under pressure with the pass. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, I think everyone else was thinking the same thing. You don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
A long field goal attempt here. This one from about 52 yards away. The kick is up. The backs are lined up in an I.
At the 42-yard line. First and 10.
Lose it, lose it.
Going to the left. He'll bring him down at the 48. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
Big stop here, D. Snake out. Look him out.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Reed. And he picks up just enough for the first. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down. First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Here come the heat. Set.
Ekman. Straight ahead for a gain of a couple.
On the carry. Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 45-yard line.
All right. Set.
Pressure gets the pass off. Number 7 was able to find his man for the first down.
The receiver is really a special player. He's one of those guys you want to look for at crunch time.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Thought he could pick up some yardage himself.
Well, the thing is, when the defense is playing in a zone, you've basically got everyone spying the quarterback. So it's very hard to get any yardage on a broken play like that.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Let's go, come on.
Ekman can't bring him back. And John, they're still trying to move the ball on the ground.
This is a tough physical team that likes to run the ball in just about any situation. When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line and helps to slow down those pass rushers.
Only one man in the back. Pierce got very good penetration there. So that tackle was his third. They lose a bunch on that tackle.
Yeah, he shot through the line almost untouched and made a great tackle on the back.
David Akers comes in to try what should be about a 47-yard field goal. And it's up. And it's good. 3 field goals today, again rewarding the coach for his faith. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 80, back deep to return.
Good kick, should be returnable. From the 5. Houston down by 2 touchdowns, takes over on offense. Philadelphia comes out in a 46. Brooks sets up. Throwing on first down. Pressure coming, tossing it over the middle. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 20. The Eagles come out in a nickel back. Great read by the defensive line there, John. They knew exactly what was coming.
And knowing what they like to do out there comes from lots of film study and preparation. When you know what a team likes to call in certain situations, 3rd and long, 2nd and short, It really gives you an edge on defense.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
Dropping back, throwing. He was able to avoid the sack, but couldn't find a way to get that pass to his receiver.
Yeah, he had to get rid of the ball in a hurry.
Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
At the 37-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on their own 37. Going to the air on first down. Throws it. The catch was made out of bounds.
And the only call there that can really save you is a situation if the official determines that you would have come down in bounds, but a defender pushes you out while you're up in the air. And that clearly didn't happen there.
It appeared he did a great job of keeping his balance along the sidelines.
Yeah, and the only question is, did he step out? That's what I think they're looking for in the booth.
The call on the field is overturned.
So the referee agrees with the official upstairs, and this one has been overturned.
Well, it was put in to right a wrong. And right there, it was wrong. And now it's right.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
37-yard line.
Hitchcock, the man in motion. Closing in, throwing. Drops the interception. Missed opportunity.
And what the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes. They're cluing. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
It's 3rd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 37. Under pressure, gets the pass off. He's out of rhythm on this drive. Can't seem to get it going.
I tell you, they're giving a lot of different looks on this drive. And the quarterback's having a tough time adjusting on those last few passes.
So the punt team gets ready as we near halftime. Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. He takes the punt and has some room to run. A nice return there.
That was good blocking. The returner was able to find some open space and make the most of it.
We're guessing they're going to just throw it and do their best to move into scoring range since they don't want to go into the half with the score the way it is. To the air on first down. Pressure, gets rid of it, hits him in stride. And they go with a no-huddle. Pressure coming, throws it, and it's complete. So the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when the defense is sending extra rushers at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
With the pass, he was on the receiving end of that bullet.
Soft hands like that are hard to find. This guy looks like he's a keeper.
They want to hurry it up here. The Texans call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. The Texans line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Irwin. Kennedy makes the tackle at the 27-yard line.
Even though they're in field goal range, they need to keep a fast pace if they hope to finish this drive in the end zone.
Dropping back to pass on first down. He brought it down and ran with it, John.
The quarterback felt some pressure coming from the outside, and he decided to pull it down and run with it.
Closing in, Panthers left, and this pass is completed. That blitz exploited for a first down.
Yeah, the quarterback did a heck of a job to read what the defense was doing and find the right guy.
Looks like they'll go with a hurry up here. Throwing on first down. Under pressure, fires to the end zone. The pass incomplete in the end zone. Second down. And now a second down play as they continue to try to get into the end zone rather than settling for a field goal before the half. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Bring that pain. Snake eyes.
Pressure. Throws it. This one falls incomplete.
Here's what happened. He thinks he's about to make the catch, and then boom, they put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hands. The defensive back should just be thinking about knocking the ball down. They can't afford an interference call, which gives the other team a first down and stops the clock.
Seven defensive backs in this one. With the pass, and it's complete. The quarterback is calling them back to the line of scrimmage. Looks to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. He did a terrific job getting open in the back of the end zone for the catch.
Now that's just great field awareness. Giving your quarterback a target in the back of the end zone while knowing exactly where you are.
The kicker lines up for the point after. The kick is up, and he kicks on the extra point. Weaver comes in to kick off.
Up for the kickoff. Number 81, back to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 9-yard line. So the offense takes over. The last time they had the ball, they had a very tough time getting anything going.
They'd need a big play here if they want to have any shot at scoring before the half.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
They give it to the halfback. Can't bring him down. Tackle at the 30. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
Gain of 6 on the play.
We've reached the halfway point. Quite a contest to this point with the score. Philadelphia 9. Houston 7.
Shakedown come through, we break the line through and sack your quarterback, they can't find you. My defense crush your offense with no conscience. We tolerate no nonsense. When Warren Sapp on the line is trouble, we gotta blitz the stack.
Let's take a look at our halftime stats. The kickoff team lines up.
Kicking off to start the second half.
It's on its way.
Back to return.
From the 10-yard line.
Both teams have played pretty well so far. It's still anyone's game.
Number 88 on the return.
First and 10. Ball on their own 22. Pressure coming with the pass. He hits his receiver. Good job picking up the blitz, picking up a first down.
Hey, that was a heck of a call. I mean, they saw the pressure was coming, and he knew right where to go with the ball. And then he got it there.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Closing in, gets rid of it. He was in perfect position to make that catch.
Yeah, the receiver showed great concentration looking that one right into his hands.
2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 38. Number 7 gets set, gives the ball off. He can't wrap him up. Misses the tackle. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a first.
That's just good running. They sent a couple of blitzes in to try and stop him in the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Get him up. Give it all you got, Keith. Come on. Come on. Key up. Catch the ball, man.
And he stopped at the 48. He did his best to make something happen there.
Yeah, but the defense contained him. There was no way they were going to let him out. They got after him pretty quickly there.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go.
What's his grill? Hawkeye right.
Again with the run. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Back off, DB.
Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Here comes the heat. Here come the heat. Set.
Using motion.
94.
Give it to the halfback. A lot of space in front of him. The 20. The 10. 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An incredible run to get him into the end zone.
Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Akers comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. And so they turn that drive into a great one as it ends with a touchdown.
I think the whole team's happy after that one. Probably telling their defense to give them the ball back so they can go score again.
The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 83, back deep to return.
They'll return this one. From the 8. Houston needs 2 scores to get back into this one. Eight defenders in the box on this one. Brooks gets set, hands it off to the back, runs through the tackle. Running back picks up about 4 yards. About 6 to go. Ball on their own 36. Hand off to the tailback. They'll go to the play fake. He's taken down in the backfield by Wayne. Great job on the defensive coordinator.
And this is the type of team that likes to blitz to create pressure. They'll call the cover 2 or cover 3 on passing downs a lot of time, but they also like to bring extra guys on blitzes, trying to mix it up.
The Eagles come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. Pump fakes with the pass, and it's caught. Price continues to be a reliable target. That's his 3rd catch of the game. This punt will be his 3rd. Here's the punt. From the 16. The offense is back on the field after that last touchdown drive. Let's see if they try to move the ball on the ground again. The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
First and 10.
Gets the toss to the right. Sheds the pen. Gain of about 1.
With the carry, 1-yard gain on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 17. Dropping back. He's on the run. Johnny had nobody open, so he takes off and picks up some nice yardage.
And that was an athletic play right there. They gave him a little gap. He turned it into a big gap and some big yardage.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Gets the call again. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. An incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
On the cover.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 34. The Eagles line up in the quarter defense. With the throw, ooh, nearly picked off. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
You got him. Buster's great. Hit him low.
Brooks sets up. Throws it. The pass falls incomplete. He overthrew the target.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Third and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Cowboy.
Pressure with the pass. Incomplete pass. He's having a tough time getting anything going on this drive.
You have to give credit to the defense out there. Those last few times he dropped back to throw, he didn't look comfortable. And that's because they did a good job confusing him with their schemes and their coverages.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. Could be a good return here. The 50. Nice moves on that big punt return.
Sometimes all it takes is making the first guy miss, finding some room, and then just turning on the speed.
Stay after him. Set.
Middleton, the motion man.
Hut. Hut, hut. Hut.
Hands it off to the back. About a 2-yard gain here.
With the carry, gain of 2 on the play.
Cowboy. Set. Hut.
Looking for room. Heckman didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them off sides.
Houston comes out in their nickel package. Drops back. Pressure coming with the pass. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
First and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Number 7 sets up. Closing in. Well, he took matters into his own hands.
And with some quarterbacks, you got to watch out that they don't take off on you. Everyone has to be aware.
They're in field goal range. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Reed, off and running. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And they keep it on the ground for the score.
I tell you, he took that thing and he never looked back.
Akers comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. The point after is good. Starting to get into the groove. That's 14 consecutive points.
It sure seems like they figured out the best way to move the ball against this defense.
So they were able to use their great field position and drive the short distance to get into the end zone.
Your job as an offense is not to worry about how long or how short of a field you have to go. Their job is to produce points. When they do, it fires up the defense to get out there and get them the ball back.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 83, back deep to return.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 6-yard line. Houston has to get to work quickly, trailing by 2 touchdowns. The Eagles come out on the 46. Gets the call. Under pressure, throwing. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
And that's a right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 22.
Come on, D up. Stay after him. That's all you.
He's hit off to the back. Kennedy breaks the play up in the backfield. The defense was ready and waiting for that one.
Yeah, with that many men in the box, maybe the quarterback might have been better off checking to some kind of passing play.
Third and 12. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Set. Bring that pain, brother. Come on, partner.
With the pass, this pass is incomplete. Lewis displayed excellent anticipation.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that.
Here comes the punter. He's gotten a lot of action so far. Here's the punt. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Hawkeye right. Hit him low. Set. Yep now. Yep.
Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 43-yard line.
The Eagles using motion. Crosses it left. Gain of about 1. They need 7. Ball on their own 43. Drops back, handed off to the back. He's bring him down. Good call there, John. The draw caught them off guard.
And here's the thing. Running draw plays softens up the defense and slows down the pass rush. When you can run the draw for good yardage, you really open things up for the passing game.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Eagles ahead of the Texans, 23-7. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go, come on.
Throwing on first down. Arian.
He's over 100 yards in the fourth quarter. You can't ask for much more than that from your back.
It's second down and 9 to go.
They got nothing.
The Texans come out of the 46. Good gain of about 7 on that play.
7-yard gain on the play. Third and 1. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Number 7 sets up. Man in motion.
Give it all you got.
Going to the left. Reed barely makes it past the first down marker. They're looking to keep this drive going.
Well, they had a clean shot at the ball carrier, but they didn't finish the play and ended up costing them a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Come on, get up.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Hand it off. Flag down.
Got an inverted face mask on the defense.
That'll move the ball farther down the field.
The coaches stress not giving the other team free yardage with penalty. Guess it hasn't sunk in yet.
It's second down and 4 to go. Number 7 gets set. He wanted to make something happen there.
Yeah, and the defense was patient and he didn't let him get to first.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Ninth play of this drive. Throws it. Pushes over. Reed picks up just enough for the first. They pick up the first by going to the screen out of the backfield.
The screen's a good way for the offense to pick up yardage in little chunks. It's a high percentage pass, and you never know when the back's going to break a long one.
Number 7 sets up. Middleton in motion. To the air on first down. With the throw, a little off target, but caught. Another first down, this time through the air.
And if they're not just picking up first downs, they're picking up first downs on third down, which is even more impressive.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
The 16-yard line.
They got nothing. Set. Hut.
Room to run. He's inside the 10. Second and short upcoming after that great run.
Yeah, what the defense has to do is get a push in the middle and get a rush to the outside and keep him contained. He got loose on that one.
It's second down and 1 to go. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Set. Got the ball. Either way.
Hand it off. Down he goes at the 1. Reed has been clearly a big part in their offensive plan. Now has over 125 yards rushing. Only one man back.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
Man in motion.
Bring the pain.
It's the toss to the left. Touchdown, Eagles. Great rushing touchdown there.
The offense has been knocking on the door, and now they just kicked it down.
Is in the end zone once again. 3 rushing touchdowns now. The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. And the extra point is good. The offense was out there for a good part of the quarter, John. 10 plays and a touchdown against that defense.
They took their time, they moved the chains, and really wore down those guys. The offense did a great job of moving the chain. And I think they looked their best right down there in the red zone. That's the kind of thing the coach likes to see from his offensive guys.
Akers is back and ready to put this one in the air.
83, back to return.
Nice kick and returnable. From the 2. The Texans face an uphill battle as they begin this drive at the 18. First and 10. Ball on their own 18. Hand off to the tailback. And they'll continue to try to move the ball on the ground on this play, John.
They're running out of time. The run play sure isn't going to help them score that quick one.
Throws it. Almost intercepted. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
The Texans line up in the bunch formation.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
No chance to get it off as they closed on him very quickly.
The defensive coordinator teaches his guys to be very aggressive out there on defense. He has a lot of confidence in his cornerback, and he's willing to leave them out there in single coverage on an island. So they'll blitz on just about any down, looking for a big play.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. From the 39. They scored a touchdown on their last drive, utilizing the running game to move the ball against this defense. And we'll probably see the same kind of thing here as they take over again. First and 10.
Back off, DBs. They got nothing. Fire out. Get in there. Sideline, D. D up. Hut. Hut. Hut.
6, maybe 7 yards on the counter play.
Gain of 6 on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 49-yard line.
Number 7 gets set. He'll get it again. Quite a run here in the second half.
Yeah, he's showing he wants the ball in his hand so he can wear down this defense.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Bring the pain. Set. To the left. Catch the ball, man. Take him out. That's all you. Sideline to sideline.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Come on, partner. Now, y'all go. Here comes the heat. Set.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
He gets the carry. Clears the defender. Flips the tackle. Decent gain there, but he's going to head to the sideline for a blow.
Gain of 10 on the play.
Houston comes out with 8 guys in the box.
On the 34-yard line.
Set. Hut. Got the ball. Hit him right. Hut. Right. Bring the pain. Hut. All you got. Hut. Get in there. Get out.
Receives the handoff. Can't bring him down. First down coming up after that run.
Gain of 2 on the play.
This one is just about in the books. It's 1st and 10. A little over a minute left.
Bring the pain. Is that all you got?
He's at the 20.
Here's the thing. We always say that in any long run, someone has to get a big block, and that's exactly what this is. I mean, this guy just gets run over, and he's completely knocked out of the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 15-yard line.
We got nothing.
Using motion.
Walk out right.
This one is handed off. Gain of about a yard by the fullback.
On the carry. 1-yard gain on the play.
9 yards to go.
Lose it. Tiger up.
And this is the 7th play of this drive.
That's all you.
There's the final gun. The final score is Philadelphia 30, Houston 7. This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long.